In January of 2025, the prince who never became king came back home to Santos. One of Brazil's best footballers of all time, Neymar Jr. has made a crazy homecoming back to Santos, his boyhood club, and he has signed for a 6-month contract while he's there. His homecoming comes after the termination of his contract with Al Hilal, which had bought him for a ton of money, and the output was not the best, to say the least. They definitely didn't get their money's worth. However, Neymar, who is 32 and still the most expensive player of all time, was desperate to come back to Santos, according to a Spanish football expert. Now let's rewind time a little bit. Back to 2009, when Neymar started his career at Santos, he ended up scoring 107 times in 177 games, which honestly is very, very impressive. He stayed at Santos for 5 years up until 2013, and then he moved to obviously Barcelona, which is MSN greatest trio potentially of all time, as well as the other one, but we don't have to talk about that right now. That's another debate. So now that Neymar has joined Santos again, what are you guys' thoughts about that? Do you think that was a good decision, bad decision, or you just don't know? But according to Neymar himself, he views it as a really good thing. He actually has said that it's a rescue for me of happiness, of football. It's been a long time since I've played, since I've done the thing I love most in the world, which is playing football. And that makes a lot of sense. Neymar, who's one of the best players of our generation, top 3 in my opinion, humble opinion, just wants to play football. He honestly has had a troubling time in the Middle East with a lot of injuries, and that kind of set him back, and now he wants to reignite his career. So who can blame him? What's also interesting is that Neymar is actually considering coming back to the Brazilian team. He has said, "Obviously the Brazilian national team is something I want to return to. I have something to achieve. I have a mission that I think is my last, and I'm going to go after it in any way I can. So I have targets and objectives to pursue." So now that you've seen Neymar wearing a PSG shirt, a Santos shirt, in the past, a Barca shirt, an Al Hilal shirt, do you guys think that Neymar will actually make a big change and make a difference, or just reignite his career at Santos before going to whichever club comes next? Let me know in the comments. Coming up next, Man City versus Real Madrid. Not only are we going to talk about the Champions League game that's coming up with those two amazing teams, but also the new rivalry that has been found in the Champions League. Tune in to see more.